Let's be real, our screens are pretty much at the center of everything we do. But have you ever stopped to think about what all that time staring at a glowing rectangle is actually doing to your health? Well, let's get into it. I mean, seriously, think about it. From the second you wake up and grab your phone, to all those hours at a computer for work, then winding down with a show. I mean, those hours add up fast. And as we're about to see, the impact might be a whole lot bigger than you think. Yup, that's right. From our eyes to our sleep and even our mood, way too much screen time can take a real physical and mental toll. But hey, it's not all bad news. Understanding the problem is always the first step to actually fixing it. So here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to break down the whole screen time problem. We'll kick things off with your eyes and sleep. Then we'll get into the physical toll on your body. After that, we'll explore the connection to your mind and mood. And finally, we'll give you a whole toolkit to take back control. Okay, first up, let's talk about the stuff you feel almost immediately. Your eyes and your sleep. They are usually the first casualties in our very digital lives. You know that feeling at the end of a long day where your eyes just feel fried? That's digital eye strain. You might get that dry, irritated feeling, maybe some blurry vision, or even headaches. And the cause is kind of fascinating. Studies actually show we blink up to 66% less when we're staring at a screen. It's this tiny habit we don't even notice that's causing all that discomfort. So how do we fight back? With this brilliantly simple little trick. It's called the 20-20-20 rule. All you have to do is, every 20 minutes, just pause and look at something about 20 feet away for 20 seconds. That's it. It gives your eye muscles a much-needed break. Seriously, set a timer on your phone if you need to. Okay, let's shift from eye strain during the day to, well, night strain. That late-night scrolling session in bed, that could be the exact reason you're tossing and turning, which leads to crummy sleep and then feeling exhausted the next day. It is such a frustrating cycle, and there's a real biological reason for it. And the main culprit here has a name: blue light. All our screens pump out this high-energy light that basically fools our brains into thinking it's still daytime. It actively shuts down the production of melatonin, and that's the super important hormone that signals to your body, hey, it's time to go to sleep. So what's the fix? It's simple. You need to create a digital sunset. Just put your phone, your tablet, your laptop, all of it, away for at least an hour before you want to be asleep. It sounds so basic, but it can make a massive difference in your sleep quality, just by letting your brain do its natural thing. All right, we've got our eyes and sleep covered. Now let's zoom out and look at how all this screen time is affecting the rest of our bodies. Because the physical toll, well, it can be pretty significant. This one isn't going to be a huge shocker, right? More screen time almost always means more sitting time. And being sedentary for long stretches isn't just about burning fewer calories. Over the long haul, it really does increase the risk for serious issues like weight gain and other metabolic problems. And the solution here is maybe the easiest one of all. Just move. We're not talking about going for a 5-mile run. Simply getting up to stretch or walk around the room for a minute or two every hour makes a world of difference. It just breaks up those long chunks of sitting. Now let's talk about how we're sitting. Or, let's be honest, how we're slumping. Hunching over a laptop or constantly looking down at a phone for hours on end is a perfect recipe for chronic pain in your neck, your shoulders, and your back. In fact, this whole posture problem is so common now that it actually has its own nickname, tech neck. It's that specific nagging ache you get from having your head tilted down all the time. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, trust me, you are not alone. So how do you beat tech neck? It's all about changing your setup. You can prop your monitor up on a stack of books, grab a cheap stand for your laptop, or just make an effort to hold your phone up in front of your face instead of in your lap. Keeping that screen at eye level is the absolute key. Okay, so the impact of screens isn't just physical, not by a long shot. Let's move on and talk about the powerful connection between our screen habits and our mental and emotional health. You know, the constant ping, buzz, ding of notifications, combined with the pressure of seeing everyone's perfect-looking life on social media, it can really dial up our stress and anxiety. It also shatters our focus into a million little pieces, which can shrink our attention span and just make it so much harder to get things done. Now, the antidote here isn't to throw all your devices in a lake. It's just one word: balance. Be intentional about scheduling time away from your screens. Go for a walk without your phone. Actually meet up with a friend for coffee. Pick up an old hobby. Those real-world moments are so essential for a healthy mind. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground, huh? We've looked at the problems and talked through the solutions. So now let's put it all together into a practical plan you can start using like right now. I want you to think of these strategies as your own personal digital wellness toolkit. The best part is, these aren't huge, scary life changes. They're just small, totally manageable habits that, when you put them together, can create a way healthier relationship with all your tech. So let's do a quick recap of the 5 main tools in your new kit. For your eyes, remember the 20-20-20 rule. For your sleep, go screen-free for 1 hour before bed. For your body, take those little movement breaks and get that screen up to eye level. And for your mind, to actively create that balance with real-world stuff. So there you have it. You have the toolkit, you know the strategies. The only thing left to do is to take that first step. So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. Looking at everything we just covered, what is the one small change you're going to make starting today?